Hey, everyone out there in the body shop world, Peter Crouch for Crash Course, the one and only, the original Crash Course podcast, right? Originating from Crash Course Radio. I know quite a few of you guys out there were following us on the radio show. Appreciate it. So just want to give a shout out to the auto body industry across the grapefruited plain here on Long Island. All right, this is Peter Crouch, the owner and creator of Collision Services Network, collisionservicenetwork.com, right, where we operate the one and only auto body network, all right, for body shops, all right, that believe in free enterprise and controlling their own destiny and their own fate, all right? And we're very sincere about that, and I'm very serious about that because I really feel that keeping the auto body industry free and unfettered, all right, will result in the best possible outcome for the consumer as well as our industry, right? Competition is good. Problem is, there's not a lot of it in the auto body industry. I found that out. All right, when I launched collisionservicenetwork.com about 4 years ago, believe it or not, we've been around 4 years. I really started to have a deep appreciation for just how little competition there is in the auto body industry. All right, and there isn't. I would say there's like none. Okay, but there are a few guys out there that do make some attempts. Okay, to advertise, to market themselves. All right, to promote themselves. And, of course, I don't have to tell you, at least to the best of my knowledge, 99.9% of these folks are non-affiliated shops, all right? You know what I mean, all right? They're not working with the insurance companies. They're not a direct repair shop. They're not an insurance company-sponsored shop. All right, here at collisionservicenetwork.com, we believe that is a de facto monopoly, all right, because it occupies such a small space. The auto body industry is a small business industry. All right, and when you have something like a direct repair program, I mean, guys, just think about how many insurance companies are out there, right? And most of them operate some form or variation of that. All right, it may not be in the pure sense, and I know even some of the bigger guys have it's become kind of a hybrid program now. All right, but still it exists. All right, and certainly that impacts the industry. All right. But it's a de facto monopoly, right? And why is that? Well, because the insurance companies are big, all right, very influential, and they have a lot of money, and it can exert tremendous pressure, advertising, information, all right, information that they're giving to your potential customer, all right, through the direct repair programs. Because when people call in the claim, if they haven't come to you, then the insurance company already got to them, right? So think about how much potential work we lose. Okay, when I say we, I mean all of the body shops out there, like our amazing body shops on our network. We have the most amazing client body shops on our network, collisionservicenetwork.com. And you can become one of those by giving us a call, 631-452-2569. My phone should be ringing off the hook, but you know what? It isn't, because, like I said earlier when I started the program, I realize that the body shop industry, there's virtually no competition, all right? And there's not, okay? And it's some guys out there probably laughing. Some guys are probably throwing their hands up in the air. Oh, that's not true. It is true. You're full of shit, okay? I'll call it out. You're full of shit, all right? There's no competition, all right? Especially when you all get together at the other guys. I'm not even going to mention their name because I don't even want to give them any airtime here for free. But you know the other guys, the guys that are supposedly our competitor, all right? When you all get together for one of their little guru meetings at somebody's body shop, and you have soda and coffee, and you pat each other on the back and slap each other in the back and laugh. Meanwhile, the guy you're slapping on the back is the guy that's screwing you, right? You have these meetings. You have a couple of guys, some blowhards, come down and tell you how great everything's going to be and all the bullshit that they're working on, which never comes to fruition, by the way. I don't know when the hell anybody's going to ever start opening their eyes and their ears and figure that out. But a lot of it never comes to fruition. It's a lot of hot air, a lot of bullshit and hopeful crap that never happens. But there you all are, hanging out, laughing, mucking it up. And meanwhile, half or a quarter of the damn people in the place are contributing to the decline of the auto body industry. All right? And they are. You just don't want to admit it because people are reluctant to change, right? People don't want to change the status quo, right? Anything that upsets the status quo, people naturally push back against. All right? So when it comes to the Long Island auto body industry, Collision Services Network is trying to disrupt the status quo. Right? That's what we're doing. We are what's called a disruptor. You guys in the auto body world, right? It's no wonder a lot of you don't have PhDs in business from Harvard or Yale or anything like that. I have an MBA. I mean, I'm not blowing smoke up anybody's ass here, but you need to grasp these concepts and understand that. All right, there are disruptors in all industries. All right, a lot of it's technology oriented today. All right, and that's the same thing that's happening in this industry, folks. A lot of technology-driven disruptors. But there's business disruptors, and Collision Services Network is a business disruptor. All right? We exist to disrupt the insurance company's direct repair program initiative. All right? So we are an industry disruptor. Now, the other guys would have you believe that everything's just hunky-dory, and it's the same thing. And you know what? The way they run their organization and the way they run their meetings and everything, you probably could take a look at back in the 80s, and it would look like the same bullshit. All right? Because they're operating in they're functioning they're functioning in this alternate reality, but really nothing's changed. Nothing's changed, okay? Collision Services Network is affecting that change. Albeit very painfully, all right? But we're affecting that change, all right? Because we're reaching the folks. We started reaching the folks 2.5 years ago. We ran a radio show, Crash Course Radio, the first of its kind, all right? Nobody else ever did this. The other guys didn't do it. Nobody gave a shit. We did it. That's right. Collision Service Network launched Crash Course Radio probably about 2.5 years. I think we were on the radio for about 2 years, Anthony? He's shaking his head. Anthony was my engineer, super guy, amazing, best engineer you ever can have in the radio. We got the hell out of there, and we're in podcasts right now. All right? And we're kicking ass. But Collision Service Network is a disruptor. We are a disruptor in the auto body sphere when it comes to, all right, the marketing and advertising initiatives in this industry, right, which don't really exist. But what we're doing is we're trying to disrupt. We're trying to disrupt, all right, by offering an alternative to the insurance companies. The insurance companies controlling the auto body industry, and I don't give a damn if you're going to sit back and say, well, they're just telling people to come to my shop. Yeah, that's right. They're telling people to go to your shop. Okay, fantastic. Why are they telling them to go there? Because they like you? They don't give a crap about you. They're telling them to go there because they know you agreed to do things for them, whether directly or indirectly, that's going to assist them. Control the claim, control the cost, control the length of the repair, cut the rental expense. You go over the rental, you're going to write them back a check, aren't you? Right? You cut them back a check. It's insanity. Insanity. So Collision Services Network was created with that goal in mind, all right? To disrupt. Hello. And we never held ourselves out there that we were going to crush the insurance company's deal. No, it was never our intent to try and crush it. We understand business dynamics, all right? They're operating that program for their own good. That's fine. They're a private enterprise, private business. They're going to do things that they feel they need to do to control costs, cut operating expenses, and drive up margins, right? Great. That doesn't do shit for the auto body industry. And we certainly feel very strongly that it does not result in the best possible outcome for the consumer. And you got to admit that, guys. You got to admit that, right? Because you're fixing cars half-ass. I'm talking to the auto body guys that have agreed to these programs. All right? I worked in a couple of these shops. Hello? I worked in a couple. Not long. Got the hell out of there. But I worked in a couple of them. All right? And I can assure you, the cars are not getting fixed the right way. All right? Getting fixed the right way for the insurance guys, not for the customer. All right? Now, the independent shops, of which I work at one, We're concerned about one thing. Well, maybe two things, right? Repairing the car consistent with manufacturer requirements and satisfaction of the customer, okay? Which means, as an independent shop, if I need to paint something, even though the insurance company don't give a shit and they're not going to pay me, I'm painting it. Which means if a part needs to be replaced, I'm replacing it. I don't give a damn that this guy's telling me, well, you should be fixing it. Okay? So Collision Service Network was started to be a disruptor in the auto body sphere on Long Island, right? To provide an alternative against the insurance company's increased control over our industry. Right? And that's what I mean by a de facto monopoly. All right? Because by all these shops populating such a small business, it becomes a de facto monopoly because they have controls within that program, within those shops. Right? You guys know that. Come on, you guys know you're doing things below market value, below what the industry is working at. All right, and true to form with a monopoly, right? What does it do? All right, at least in the case of our business, all right, it's holding down wages. You guys like to bitch and complain and moan, labor rate. Forget it. Once you guys raise your hand, said I will to the insurance company's DRP program, they said, okay, you won't. You won't what? You won't ever see a labor rate increase. Now, granted, those rate increases have come naturally, which they always did, but I would grant you they came a little quicker because we're dealing with historical levels of inflation and blah blah blah. That's for another show. That's going to cost you money if you want me to talk about that anyway. Business metrics. Seriously though, guys, if you're hearing my voice and you're in the Long Island auto body industry, all right, and you believe in free market capitalism, free enterprise, all right, and that competition is good and it results in the best possible outcome for the industry and more importantly, your customer, you should be giving us a call, 631-452-2569. Or go to collisionservicenetwork.com, check us out. You'll see what we're doing, what we're about, and then give us a call and we'll get you on board. It's quick, easy, and it's very affordable. And guess what? The great thing about collisionservicenetwork.com, unlike the other guy, okay, is what? You get to promote your business while supporting our industry. What a phenomenon, right? What an idea. All right, so I want everybody to pay attention to this right here, all right? It says Collision Service Network, generate new business. Folks, this is just a snapshot of some of the folks that work with us that are on our network that have actually captured additional work as a result of being members of collisionservicenetwork.com. Okay, you see that? Hello. Okay, so. From that perspective alone, if you're a businessman, you should be very interested in that, right? Because, I mean, who isn't interested in generating more work? And then this, when you decide to become a partner of Collision Service Network, all right, and help us in our mission to support and promote the privately owned auto body industry, all right, and educate the consumer. Hello. Educate the consumer. What a novel idea. The other guys don't do that. They're not even educating you anymore, all right? They have a meeting and they have some guy blowing smoke up your ass and talking about this, and you slap each other on the back and you go have a hot dog and a soda. Half the shit, 3/4 of the crap that you get in there, let's face it, guys, you can go to Google this, Google that, Google this, all right? Fender Bender magazine, Auto Body magazine. You don't need that. We don't need that. Information highway. Hello. It's all over. So when you become a member, you get this really cool, shiny little certificate that you can display for your customers, all right? You also get a nice little trifold that tell you what we're doing here and how we can help you, all right? Promote your business as well as support the industry. All right, so collisionservicenetwork.com, all right? We're looking out for the folks. We're educating them. And, of course, we're supporting and promoting our industry. All right? All right, so I was a little short on the explicatives and the negative connotations here tonight. Or morning, whenever the hell it is. I got to get used to these podcasts. I got to tell you. I mean, you could be listening to me at 3 a.m, or whenever you're listening to us at Crash Course. All All right. Seriously, though, guys. All right. I'm speaking specifically to the Long Island auto body industry here. All right. Collision Service Network was launched by me. All right. As a result of my experience in the insurance industry. All right. And also, obviously, interacting with the auto body industry. Because of what I saw was a real need for an alternative to the insurance model. All right. And we've been at it for 4 years. We really need your support. We really need more guys to get behind this. We have a legislative effort that's underway. We're really psyched about that. It's presently over at the DFS. All right. We got a lot of hope that that's going to come to fruition. It's going to mean big changes for the industry, which, ultimately will impact all of us with respect to, our margins on all the jobs. All right. So I'm going to sign off here. Peter Crouch, Crash Course. All right. The only, Collision Service Network Crash Course, the only people who are talking to your potential customer. All right. We are the voice of the Long Island auto body industry.